All right, Parker, thanks so much for that update. If you live in a rural area and have an emergency, response time can mean life or death, leaving many to wonder, is it safe to just drive yourself to the hospital or wait for an ambulance?
Good question. Our Riley Livingston talks to experts and joins us live in the studio with more. Riley?
If you live 25 or 30 miles from a hospital, it could take you upwards of half an hour before an ambulance can get to your house. However, help could be closer than you think.
Seconds count.
And when those seconds turn to minutes, they can be the difference between life and death. But should you call 911 or drive to the hospital yourself?
Well, the safest route always is dial 911. That puts a medically trained person out there as soon as possible. The system is dial 911. If there's an emergency medical responder that's close by that may get there before the ambulance does, they can get over there and they're medically trained in CPR and in first aid.
There are some situations, though, that driving yourself might be the better option.
One of the factors that you have to think about is the distance from the hospital. If you live 1 block from the hospital and something's going on, or even up to, I'd say, 5 or 6 miles from the hospital, you can probably get that person to the hospital a lot quicker if you just put them in your car and take them.
If you live outside that 6-mile radius, emergency services still have ways of getting to you quickly.
A lot of our EMRs and our volunteer fire departments can get there quicker than the ambulance. They can relay back to the ambulance, let them know what kind of condition the patient's in, if they need to speed up or slow down.
The EMRs and volunteer fire departments can be critical during emergencies.
Sometimes our ambulances are tied up. We only have 2 ambulances here in the county. They may be tied up, and all these people are dependent on is our volunteer fire departments.
If you do decide to make the drive to the ER, the severity of the emergency often dictates how quickly you're seen.
If it's an emergency, then they come in and they're treated first. That's the mantra of the emergency rooms, is the worstest, the firstest, if you'll pardon my misuse of the language. The triage process, if it's someone who is in an emergency, then you do take care of them first.
Danny McKay says that the safest thing to do if you are unsure whether your emergency is severe enough for an ambulance is go ahead and call 911.